Am I the only one that like wanted to know what jail was like?
No, we want to know what jail
Right?
was like.
I'd always wanted to, right? Until I got there. I'm literally handcuffed in the back of this van. My brother's over here and I hear Bad Bitch in the front seat playing. I was like, this is like the bad bitch moment for me. I told all my friends to join. I was like, listen, do this. And I've been on for like 4 years now. A lot of girls were like, no. Now, like so many people are on this platform making an amazing, insane amount of money.
Welcome to 80/20. I'm Shanina and I'm here with
Georgia Sinclair.
and we are shooting at Spring Place in Beverly Hills. And today we have an amazing guest, one that I've known for a few years now. She's a singer, artist, and content creator, Lexy Panterra.
Yeah, hi girls.
Welcome.
We made it.
You made it.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you for being here.
Super happy about it.
You came quite a long way to be here, didn't you?
Miami.
Miami, that is a bloody long way to do a podcast.
I wanted to come here, so I decided
we
I'm
are
going to make it happen.
Very grateful that you did.
Hell yeah, of course.
We appreciate you. I feel like I've known you for quite a while and admire you because from the twerkout videos, when I go out, guys, if you don't know, I like to twerk. It's one of my favorite things. I love it.
Yeah,
a few
pretty good at
tequilas and I'm pretty good.
We haven't gone out, so
yeah, no.
I'd like to put that to the test.
But I've admired your videos. I was like, I want to twerk like Lexy if I can.
Love you.
Yeah.
I'll teach you some things
Please
too.
do. No, please. It's fun. I love it. And it's a good workout.
Both of you.
I love that I'm getting
great
pointed
workout.
at here. Twerking
like,
is
you
not
too?
in my wheelhouse, but I would love for it to be in my wheelhouse.
Yes.
Because I feel like I've got all this junk and I don't know what to do with it.
It's a good thing to come out a little party trick once in a while.
Yeah.
It is.
I agree. But you think everyone can learn it?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, because anytime
At
I've
least
attempted
from
it,
by
I felt
me.
like I'm humping the air. Like it's
Wow.
just not, you know.
Yeah, no humping.
Okay.
I always tell them no thrusting. It's the opposite of thrusting.
It's, you know,
You go out instead of in.
yeah.
Well, I'll show you one
Relax
day.
the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all in the hips. I don't think you have to have like a big butt or whatever. It's kind of just learning techniques.
yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
So is that how like your career kick-started? Like how did that all begin for you?
Yeah, I created Twerkout in 2014 and I did some freestyle videos and they got shared on Facebook, like 400 million views. It went crazy. Was not
Wow.
expecting it. I was just holding classes and kind of did my thing for fun.
Yeah.
I remember this.
And the internet took it and just blew it up. And then everyone started emailing. It was like people were emailing the video, which is funny because someone just was like, I emailed this to everyone. The fact that he said email was hilarious. But yeah, it just kind of spread and I just kept growing. And Christina Milian was my first celebrity in the...
That's how we know each other too.
Yeah,
Christina's
Christina
my girl.
was
Yeah.
my first girl that really believed in it and loved it. And so it just kept pushing and pushing and then different celebrities and then it just grew, you know?
I'm pretty sure I got emailed the video.
Like,
Yeah.
learn how to do this.
If I remember correctly, I think the one that I was emailed was the one where you were wearing, it was such an impressive dance. The one where you were wearing the houndstooth pants.
The red and black ones.
So good.
And the white, yeah, it stood out really because it was like the pants in the room stood out.
Yeah, but I think it was quite an energetic dance video as well. Like you were really like, you were talking a lot.
Surprisingly, like the videographers are the ones that like get the most workout. The
Yeah.
videographers are over there sweating like.
Getting the angles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Is this a weird question? How did you get good at twerking and know it's like, okay, this is a business. I'm going to create a business out of it.
I'm kind of a like I don't practice type of girl and I just go for it like always.
Yeah.
Not really didn't go well in school, but like everything else.
Yeah.
So like I've always been a dancer. And I just saw I saw some Russian twerk girls. They did twerk stuff.
They're very good too.
Yeah.
I've seen them too.
So it was like right around that time. And I was like, oh my God, like I want to create a class because I think they were doing choreography at the time. I was like, I want to do a fitness class. I didn't really even know that I knew how. I learned it when I was like 12 years old though. I knew what it was. I learned it from my stepdad's family. And so I don't know. It just
Instant
kind of
place to learn it.
happened. Like I
Yeah.
didn't even know that I was good at it. Like seriously, I like literally was like, probably like the night before I was like, I could do this. And then held the class the next day and I just went for it and I just winged it. I didn't even know what I was like getting myself into, honestly.
That's a
That's
lot of
amazing.
confidence.
I have confidence.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's
I agree,
amazing. And then
yeah.
you're like, I'm going to turn this into a business.
Yeah, and then I saw the cash flow and I was like, oh, I'm getting cash every weekend. Like this is a cool thing. And then obviously the fitness aspect, like girls really started like feeling really good about themselves
Yeah.
and getting more confident and all these things. So that's what really pushed me. I was like, oh, this is fun and girls are really getting something out of it. So
Yeah.
and it helps the guys as well.
Yeah, I don't know how like I learned how to twerk because
How did you learn?
how did I learn? I think when you
Watching
watch-
the videos.
watching the videos. Like I love like R&B, hip hop, and like I now like as I've aged, like different genres, like all different genres of music. But growing up, like I love like your 90s hip hop, 2000
Me too.
videos. So like and
Me
seeing
too.
that, and then also like I think there's something similar to the way like I have a Middle Eastern culture and like
What are you?
my dad is Saudi Arabian,
wow.
Pakistani. Mom's Lithuanian, Australian. But there's also something with like hips disconnecting, and I've kind of felt like I've learned that in some way. So I've always like loved dancing growing up, and I guess practice and
Middle Eastern
having a little
girls.
lick of confidence too to get out there. It
That
also
helps.
helps when you're going out, but it's fun. I like it, and I like the work. It's hard work. I love that. It's
Major
like a good
workout.
It's a major workout.
And like girls would come to class like tipsy, and I'm like, y'all fucked up because it's not like a class where you should want to drink and then go take class at all.
Maybe to relax.
I feel like I would need to drink
a
before I
Yeah.
go into a
maybe
twerk
too,
class.
but like no, it's a workout. Like it was a
Yeah.
fitness class. You're not gonna go to a fitness class drunk. Like you're
Yeah.
gonna throw up. So
I've
like
definitely
we've had
been
some
to
of
a fitness
those.
class drunk before, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I have too.
Like if you've been out the night before and you've made a
Yes.
commitment to your friends and
Yeah,
you don't
That's
want to
a
bail
good friend,
and
honey.
you
Yeah.
turn up and then you're regretting it instantly and then you throw up in the bin and all that. I've definitely done
I
that before.
haven't done that. I've done a class. I've done a 6 a.m. Soul Cycle class from going out from the night before.
Just sweating pure alcohol.
Dude, I did my best. And but I think like going into your class, probably I would have a drink
Soul
because it's
Cycle,
like
that's tough.
not having the confidence and putting myself out there, like
I would freak out going into your class. Like I would
A
want
lot
to
of
do a
girls do
private with
freak
you.
out. Yeah, a lot of girls do freak out. I used to do privates and stuff. I got you guys for sure. I don't do them as much anymore, but certain people I'll be like, yeah, of course. You know?
why do you not do it as much anymore?
Just the singing for me because I wanted to focus more on the music. I've always done music forever, my whole life. And just to be more taken serious and focus on that, you kind of have to put a little bit on the back burner, those things. So
Do you think the twerking really didn't, made people not take you as seriously?
yeah.
Really?
I mean, fans to managers, like, I'd have managers that are like, okay, like you want to sing, but like you need to stop doing your twerk out class. And I'd like battle. I'm like, oh my God, like how, like that was my moneymaker. Like, what was I going to do? I don't want to be broke either. And I love to do it. And it was a very hard thing for me to figure out. So I never gave it up. I mean, I kind of always did it somehow, whether in music videos or teaching or whatever it was. But
Yeah.
that's been a battle for me in the business. Yeah. And people hold me as like the twerker online. So they like to pigeonhole, I mean, we all kind of deal with that.
Like, I feel like if I was your manager, I'd be like, okay, great. Here's this like incredibly hot woman who can sing and also has this like crazy dance skill that literally blew her up globally.
Right.
I would be like, let's use that.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go
know.
with
That's
that.
kind of
It's
how I felt
working,
too. Yeah.
know?
But I guess they didn't really see the vision properly or couldn't really wrap their head around it. And me being a white girl too is a little bit more confusing and complicated, I think, in that space. And but then, then I saw like Cardi B
Right, I was gonna
come
say
out
that.
and I was like,
And
okay, well, she's
Megan?
twerking all over the place. Like, why couldn't that have been me,
Yeah.
So
Why is it
know.
controversial for you being a white woman in that space?
because mostly African American Black women are the ones that hold that space because it kind of came from that culture.
Yeah.
So it's different when I'm coming around, this little white girl coming to twerk and taking over the spot.
I get it. Yeah.
So it's a little complicated in that area. But
Yeah.
I've gotten more support, I think, than not. But for music, it's been very complicated too. Yeah.
I think maybe why people related to you doing the dance so brilliantly is because, if I'm honest, I had seen Black women twerking before you and thought, oh my God, that is so incredible. They look amazing. I could never do that.
yeah.
I think it definitely opened
Yeah.
up
Right.
for a lot more people to do it. And that was my goal. I wanted to like commercialize it to not be so sexual. Like it's not like a
Yeah.
bad stigma. Like we just like to twerk. It's not a big deal. And anyone at any ethnicity can do it.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
pushed that very, very hard. Like I went in knowing that and every move that I made, it was geared toward that.
And you're saying
and
you-
any size, any color.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I think the idea too is like women were like, oh, I don't have a butt, so I can't
Yeah,
do
of course. Girls are very intimidated for sure
Yeah.
in class. Yeah.
No, I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, okay, I don't have a butt like that. Maybe
But when
I
you
can't.
have a teacher like moi,
Yeah.
we get the job done, honey.
Yes.
I love it.
So
I want to learn. I'm
Yeah,
doing it.
we're doing it.
yeah,
Sign
we're
us
gonna
up.
do it. We're gonna
Yeah.
do it next time we
We're
link
gonna
up.
sign us up.
I would love to.
Amazing. Maybe we'll film it.
We gotta film it. In case if you want to put it out, you put it out. Extra credit.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Okay, so I want to talk about your music career.
Okay.
What age did you start singing?
I mean, growing up, I was in like, you know, the talent shows and I did all my whole life. But
Love
like actually recording and stuff, 18, 19. I was in a girl group, went solo. Yeah, I grew up in Sacramento and I grew up here. So officially I moved here when I was 16 because I knew I wanted to be in the entertainment business. And so my dad lived here and my mom lived up north. So I moved here, left my brothers there. It was really sad. But I was like, I knew what I wanted to do. So yeah, I came here and started pursuing it.
Yeah.
It's been a
Ambition.
journey, honey. It's the hardest industry I could have chosen for sure.
Yeah.
To be in.
Are you glad you did it?
Yeah, it's my passion. I mean, I can't really wrap my head around anything else yet,
Yeah.
to be honest. I love it. I love music.
Yeah.
Anything in entertainment though, dancing, music, acting, like
Mm.
that's where I belong.
You're like a triple threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are.
And it's very competitive.
It is.
Do you find it
Yeah.
harder for a woman in the music industry than males? Like, have you seen that side of
Absolutely.
it?
I mean, yeah, you look at all the festivals, the lineups are mostly men.
Male dominated.
I'm like, can we have like a female lineup? And it seems like it'd be fun,
like
a turn
that.
up, you know, like a good female lineup. We don't really have. But actually, I was on tour this summer with Sorry Poppy. It was an all-female like reggaeton tour where it was mostly DJs and they had two artists. It was a girl group, Bella Dose, and then me performing.
Okay.
Thousands of girls every weekend. Literally only females allowed. It was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I really want to go back on tour. They're going to do it again this next 2024 or so. We'll see what happens, but
Yeah.
we need more of that.
I think we definitely
Yeah.
need more of that. I wonder why.
It's very male dominated, of course.
Oh.
Managers, producers, engineers, editors, all of them, mostly men.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the music industry myself.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
She has.
Because of
Yeah, you're in the
partner. Yeah, I know.
You
And
dated
being-
you dated some artists?
I have dated. No, I haven't actually dated artists.
Okay.
No.
Shanina has a type.
What's your type? What was your type?
I like nice.
I'm
like
into
nice.
I
I
like
like-
athletic
sorry,
type.
what?
No.
But I've only dated one artist and I will not go back.
It's
not
hard. You
easy.
need
I'm just laughing. She says, I like nice. No, babe, you've dated people in the music industry.
They're not nice.
No.
I'm not saying they're not nice, but
No, but
That was the past anyways.
I think I like naturally. No, I love. Well, like I love music. I respond to music really well. Like I don't know what it is, and I naturally gravitate towards it.
like producers, engineers, like
no,
what?
it's just not like it's a producer like me that, but it's just when I meet somebody, it's just like okay, I'm getting along, and it's like and the vibe maybe it's like oh, their music that's great, cool, and
it adds to it.
it's
Yeah.
whatever. But and you know, I fall in love, whatever. It's not like I've dated everyone in the music industry. My ex-husband was a DJ.
Oh,
and-
I don't know who that is.
yeah. So
Okay.
your best friend's a DJ.
Am I
Yeah.
allowed to
Yeah.
ask?
well,
Or do you not
this
talk
one?
about
Yeah,
it?
best
Yeah.
friends are DJ.
Yeah.
I'm not just
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, but my type, like I don't know, it's not even about
Artistic
type.
probably then.
Yeah,
More
creative,
artistic.
artistic. I think
And emotionally unavailable.
in the music
Yeah,
industry.
I mean they can talk about it on their music, but I feel like it's not the same in person as what they talk about.
Why do you think
Maybe
male?
that's just my experience from one though.
No, but it's interesting. Why do you think males in the music industry are emotionally unavailable?
They're emotional.
They're emotional.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
I always
emotional.
said like
I
I
get
wouldn't
that.
date like a singer. I just felt like it was a little sus for some reason.
Okay.
And a little emotional, a little like, and then I did date one and I was like, yeah, like there's a little bit of issues with us. You know?
okay.
Me as a female too. Very
Yeah.
emotional. I write it out, we sing it. We have a lot of things to, get out and
Yeah.
sometimes we're a little unavailable. And I don't know what exactly it is or that means, but
Do you feel like it created toxicity?
yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
The one I was in was toxic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was heartbreaking, but I loved him.
Do you feel like artists intentionally get themselves into toxic situations to create
To write
art?
about it. It's a thought for sure. Yeah, it definitely goes through our mind, I think.
Yeah.
Not like we want it, no, but like I feel like it just kind of happens more naturally.
Because I feel like I've recognized that in some of my
usually.
artist friends. and in my industry.
Interesting.
I mean,
I've had
wait, what
girlfriends
about-
that say that for sure. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just another muse for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God, I've never been like that. No.
Yeah.
I'm a lover for sure.
I think one of Adele's greatest albums was off Heartbreak, wasn't it?
Never
correct.
mind,
Yeah,
I'll
the
find
creative-
someone like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not quite you, but
Yeah.
Heartbreak can make you a lot of money.
Heartbreaks can make you a lot of money.
and that's what I
Yeah.
write about mostly is relationship stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So it comes from a source and like a personal, but I think that's even more like where people can connect more and have like come from an
Yeah,
authentic
it's relatable.
space.
Everyone gets
Yeah.
heartbroken and deals with that love challenges. Yeah.
So you have a song coming out, right? About this situation.
I did drop an EP this recently
Okay.
called Tired of Waiting. And I have a song called Part-Time Lover.
Okay.
Oh.
And I have a music video coming out with a little special feature in it, an athlete friend of mine. And it's about basically, I don't want to be with like a part-time lover. Like I don't want to be that. I'm like a full-time type of girl.
Okay. So
You're a rude boy part-time lover. So like you only love me part-time and you might be in the streets the other times.
Okay,
Ooh.
right. So wait, part-time lover. So are you saying somebody you would cheated on you? Is that what this?
Yes, kind of. Well, yes and no. It was more, this experience with this song was more of he was very honest with me and forward with me and wanted to mess around with other girls. And I've kind of thought maybe I could deal with it in a way, and I was not able to deal with it.
So it was asking for like maybe an open relationship.
Almost an open relationship, but not with me, obviously. Not on my end, but on his end.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
So, the
Yeah.
typical mostly guys, not most, but guys like to do that. They like to put these double standards, I feel. So, I kind of dealt with that situation, and that's where the song came about.
Even with
Wow.
the source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe subconsciously you're looking for these situations that create
No,
art for you.
I do not need any more.
She's like, I don't want to do it
No, no,
anymore.
no. I'm a lover, love of my life. I want someone that's loyal and respecting me and listens to me.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think you were saying like we're doing the twerkout videos, do you think your partners were respectful of that during the process of in those relationships?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
That's good.
If anything, it's more challenging for them
Yeah.
because I put myself in situations that like normal people, whatever normal is, but not in the industry would not be okay with. Like for instance, music videos. If I have another person in the video and I don't want my boyfriend in it for some reason. And I've dealt with that for sure.
In the insecurity of or the partner being.
Yeah, I mean the video, for instance, like I had one in the past. It's called Deep End, and it was very, very, very intimate and sexy, and I just something I wanted. Like it was what I wanted in my art, and
but not with your boyfriend.
I understand why. Not with my boyfriend, and I understand where that would have came, and it definitely was a little rocky for sure.
But so many artists have different males companions in their music videos.
But it's not. I mean, it's talked about that it's not easy behind the scenes. Like it's a problem.
Especially I would think for like actors and actresses like going on set.
Like J-Lo, maybe. I'm sure she's had problems with her lovers, and
it's you have to have thick
I'm
skin.
not like that. I don't care. I'm like, go do your thing. If it's work, I'm totally a secure person. So I'd like to find that in my person. Someone that's like me that can hold that.
Well, I'm sure you will.
Well, honey, where are you?
Yeah.
I've had my share of relationships, and it's not easy. How about you guys? I mean, how's the love life going?
You were just
You
talking
tell me.
about the security is hard, I think, for other partners, and it's not for everybody, but like
How long have you been in you have a relationship?
for almost 4 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Well, it's it's
A lot of work.
A lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I'm currently single. But
Ready to mingle.
yeah, looking to mingle now.
Hey.
But I'm actually, I'm a person that really enjoys being single.
Oh, okay. Good.
But at the same time, I also really enjoy being in a relationship as long as it's the right relationship. So I'm very open to being in a relationship, but I'm not open to being in the wrong relationship. So I'm really trying to like slow down, chill, take my time, get to know people.
That's luck. You're lucky that you're like that.
I've learned the hard way, So
I never learned, so you could have been like me and still don't learn because I'll be in the relationship, honey, until the wheels fall off, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
but I still did it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore. I really don't. Like, I feel like, there is, I don't know why in the past I've been in situations where I've felt like, well, we have to, you know, commit to each other now. Maybe out of insecurity of like, I don't want this person to go and fuck other people.
Right.
I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah.
Really not. Like, I really want to like take
that
it
makes sense
slowly.
though. I mean, that's normal. You don't want, you know, you find someone you really like, you want to, there's something about committing.
But wouldn't you rather, because this is the conclusion I came to, I would rather take, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 months getting to know someone properly, even if it means they're sleeping with other people, you know, not that I usually do, but maybe I will, I don't know. Like actually spend the time to like get to know them so that you sort of like through that period of, you know, where they're trying to impress you. So that you know, okay, when we actually like
I
commit to
actually
each other,
want to be with this person instead of all these other whatevers, maybe.
you're not sucked in too much by the razzle dazzle. You know?
Yeah, no, I get it. The honeymoon.
Yeah, the little honeymoon phase.
Yeah, because that just has reeled me in like an absolute sucker in the
Girl, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I learn.
Yeah.
And they were putting like, we always put our best foot forward or best show, but like I think it's like after like a 4 or 5 month period, it kind of like can't keep putting on a show. You got to step
That's
off.
funny you say the shoes. It's one of my songs. I'm like, you put your best shoe on. Like,
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, it's tricky. So content creating, you've moved into OnlyFans as well.
Yes.
When did that begin for you?
2020, right when we went into quarantine, because brand deals were like slowing down,
Yeah.
money was slowing down. I was like, what the hell am I going to do? I still want to do the music. I still need to make money. So I saw OnlyFans as a huge opportunity. I was like, this is definitely like where the moneymaker is. And then I wasn't doing twerk videos for a while because I wasn't making a lot of money on YouTube. And I'm like, I'm not just going to give it away for free anymore. Like I'm done with that.
Yeah.
So this was like a great platform to showcase my twerk videos. And then I also was like, wait a minute, like I could also use my music for this platform. So I released the first music video on OnlyFans.
Oh,
and it made
wow.
a good amount of money. And I was like, oh, this is where it's
You
at.
like this.
And then
Yeah.
the BTS. So yeah, it was awesome.
It sounds from what you're describing like your content is pretty like G-rated. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't do any nudes on there.
okay.
I'm not a porn star.
I
so
wasn't
I've-
insinuating that you are.
No,
but
I'm just
I think
saying,
a
just-
lot of
yeah.
people's
No,
but I think this-
perception.
It's a perception, of
stigma,
course.
yeah.
There's a lot of porn stars on OnlyFans, so yeah, I don't do that stuff. But I do a lot of other things, and I'm very comfortable with it. But it's also had its challenges as well in the music business.
All right.
Really?
And
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to know what they are. Like, how was it received when you started to blow up on OnlyFans? Because you did blow up on OnlyFans.
Yes, definitely. I told all my friends to join. I was like, listen, do this. Like, you're struggling, girl. Come over here. It's really easy. Like, and I've been on for like 4 years now. A lot of girls are like, no. Now, like so many people are on this platform making an amazing, insane amount of money, doing whatever they choose to do, you know?
Yeah, what they're
Some people are
comfortable with.
cooking, whatever. I mean, yeah, anything. Living their lives on OnlyFans.
Wait, so some women are just like cooking, doing casual.
Oh yeah. I mean, the sexier it is, the more money you're gonna make. Yes, because of the fan base there. But like, you could be in a bikini in your living room, cleaning, doing dishes, literally just whatever the hell you want, and you're over there making money.
I have a friend that did that. She
Yeah.
made a charcuterie board in a bikini, and I think she made like 20 grand in like an hour.
Honey, sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Not all the time. I mean, that's a lot of money for sure.
And then someone on her team, because she's a DJ, was like, you got to take that account down. She's like, I just made 20 racks making a charcuterie board.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, and what I like to say this because it's just weird and hilarious is like, you know, you have all these rappers that are like drug dealers and they do their dirt and they make their money and then they become these rappers, right? It's like, well, you want me to work a 9-to-5 job and like not have time for my music and not like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
So I felt like this is a great opportunity to make money and not have to stress, and it's easier and I can do what I really want to do, you know, which is music, and I can fund it all without someone else funding it for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think, you know, the fact that it gives you autonomy, I mean, what a gift.
But on the other side, like I had an instance where I was going to work with a radio team to get a song on the radio, and he brought me back to the team, and the team I think was a bunch of girls, which is really terrible that they came back with this, but they're like, oh no, we don't want to work with a girl that does OnlyFans. So that completely fucked up my, you know, that plug that I did have in that space. Again, I'm like, okay, but like you have so many artists on here. So like, why are you nitpicking on me?
Yeah.
Wait, was this after like Cardi B blew up on OnlyFans or?
Yeah. These, I
okay.
mean, there's so many artists on there now. Yeah. Yeah. Still, for some reason, I feel like I get the shit of it. I don't know why, but they don't perceive me as much as these other girls.
Or you don't feel like you're being respected, even though there's a huge amount, a huge amount of women that do the same thing. Yeah, exactly. And you feel like you're doing,
and I pioneered the way for them to do that. And I feel like I haven't gotten the credit enough and been respected enough to be like, hey, it's cool. It's fine.
Disappointing.
Like, get to know me. Like, those girls didn't even know. They don't even know me. They don't know what I'm about. They don't know what's on my OnlyFans. It's like, you guys literally off the top judge. No, we don't want the OnlyFans girl that does music. Okay, like, I don't even know what to say at that point. There's nothing I can say, but just keep doing what I'm doing,
Yeah.
I mean, I've had like several instances where it's literally revived people's careers. Like, there's a couple of people that kind of fell off a little bit for a minute and then
Who are you
got on
talking about?
OnlyFans. Well, I feel like, and I don't want to. It sounds negative the way I just said it,
No.
but I feel like we didn't hear about Iggy Azalea for a minute, and then all of a sudden she goes on OnlyFans and like blows up again.
Right. There's a couple girls. You're right.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
She just actually said she's stopped making music. She made an official thing on her Instagram. I saw
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw it on some Drama Alert. I don't know, some mean page. She said she's done with music. She's going in the creative direction.
Like leaning into OnlyFans?
No, I don't know. I guess some sort of creative. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I guess you're being, and I guess I understand, like, it's probably like makes you feel disrespected as well because I guess not a lot, but I guess a huge % of women on OnlyFans do show like nudity or do porn, and you're kind of like creating art and doing a little twerking
I mean,
out.
they do what they do. I do what I do, and yeah, it's not fair that you can't put everybody in the same box.
Yeah,
just because of a platform name, like. You at least need to do your research on like what the person's doing.
I feel like OnlyFans blew up because of, that type of content. But there, as you said, like you can go on there and cook. Like there is lots of other types of content on that platform.
Yeah.
You can give advice to men, how to get girls,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
There's a lot of things. You just got to get creative.
Yeah. Have you found
I'll talk to you guys later about it on the side.
Yeah, I want to hear about it. Have you found there's been like issues, or should I say like challenges with being on OnlyFans that's like related to your relationships or finding love relationships?
Not necessarily, which is funny because there's a lot of that online, like with all these other podcasts, like the women bashing podcasts, where they're like, you're never gonna find a man. Honey, that's not a problem at all. Like there's a lot of men that don't care about this. No, I don't know. Yeah, no, I haven't had any issues in dating.
Great.
No, that's great.
Well, I wouldn't imagine that you would because you're gorgeous.
I'm like, I have other issues, not that. not the OnlyFans issue.
It's funny that you said that because we are a wellness podcast. So
a wellness.
It's like, what other issues?
Which I would love to talk about, by the way. I have Crohn's disease.
Oh.
Do you guys know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
On my 23andMe, I have like one variable which is detected
way.
of
It tells you that.
Yeah, I did my health and it says Crohn's disease. I was like, it's from my European side, so it's something I have to be really
No, you do gotta be careful.
Yeah, I have to be careful.
You do.
Yeah.
It's very horrible to have. And I got diagnosed about I want to like 2 years ago now, and I've healed myself holistically.
Well, please.
Well,
what is
Crohn's? So important.
Yes.
What is Crohn's disease?
A lot of people don't know.
Technically, I don't know the exact terms for everything, but it's a GI tract gut issue.
Okay.
And I have a hard time digesting food properly. Spicy food, oils, hard foods, things like this. So I have a very strict diet, which is a really good diet, which everyone I think should be on.
What's your diet? What's your diet intake?
Everything's soft. The softer, the better, because you don't have to digest it, just like you have to chew your food a lot.
Yeah.
I suggest that, but like soft foods, so like soft vegetables, fruit, chicken, turkey grounded up, anything that's just cooked properly, not super high heat. Oil is very important. So something like I can only have avocado, coconut, and olive oil. Every other oil, seed oil, vegetable oil, absolutely terrible for your stomach. Do not do it. Fried foods, do not do it. Obviously, cheese, not good. Dairy, not good. Gluten, those things, no. So it's very clean diet, but also skins. So skins of fruit, skins of vegetables, I shouldn't have. I do, but like you shouldn't, because they're actually harder also to digest.
I've heard of this, yeah.
So I went through a lot of symptoms like no appetite, which is absolutely terrible, stomach cramping, stool stuff, nasty bathroom situations. Sometimes other people are worse. It depends on you. You know, sleepiness and a couple other things. But now holistically, I do probiotics. I take a lot of supplements every day, and then I watch the food that I eat, and I do not have symptoms when I'm good.
Wow.
I'll fuck up and then I'm not good.
Yeah.
And then you go back, you're like,
human.
okay,
Yeah.
let me go back because I don't want to feel like shit. So that's been a very, very dramatic change in my life the past couple years. And it's changed me as a person very dramatically as well.
In what way?
Just paying attention to the food that I'm putting in my body, what it does. For some reason that also came with like meditating and more positive thinking. It just kind of like came naturally, just all these little things into one because of that. You know, it sucks because it takes something dramatic for you to change sometimes, which they say like, don't wait, like just do it. And it's an eye opener. Like, no, this can happen to you. I didn't think that this could happen to me. So, that's just, it changed my life.
And it sounds like just what your diet is. It's like what everyone should be eating
king
as
and
well.
Queen. My doctor, Dane Johnson, shout out to Dane. He's changed my freaking life. Thank you. I owe my life to him.
Yeah.
He says that. He's like, what would a king and queen eat? Like if you were on a beautiful yacht and you're like, get me the best meal possible, and you know, had this big platter and you opened it up, what do you think it is? And I'm like, vegetables, fruit, really good meats. Like, that's what I can eat, and that's what we should be, you know, eating. So that's what it is.
Like good fats. You're eating all like the perfect good fats.
Yeah,
and
just stop eating shit. Like and high heat things, you know, and fried things. It's just really not good for us.
Yeah, you lose the nutrients at high heat.
Automatic, and my diet is so good. Like I crave this stuff. I love it. It's delicious.
And
you train yourself to like these things, and then your body gets used to it.
Yeah.
What you said before about meditation. So someone in my family has severe IBS.
Right. Similar. Very similar.
Yeah, and this went on for decades. Like this person couldn't leave the house.
Oh,
you know, too close
yeah, a lot
to
of people can't
eating.
tour because they have to maybe go to the bathroom too many times or like whatever.
I mean, at this point, it's literally a disability. Like,
Absolutely
you know?
a disability, yeah.
So the thing that eventually worked was hypnotherapy.
Okay, so yeah, Crohn's does have to do with not just food. It is a very much, when I was in that toxic relationship that I was talking about, this was during quarantine. And every day I felt sick to my stomach because of the things that I was going through, not because of the Crohn's disease, but because of the butterflies that I was, negative butterflies, right?
Yes.
So that is extremely important, is like you're not going with your gut instincts, your gut feelings. If I didn't put myself in that situation, I feel like it would have been way better. So yeah, it has to do with your mentality, of course, and the way you're thinking and all that.
Yes, you're putting stress.
So
it's
I'm
like
not
trauma.
surprised
Yeah.
that helped.
Yeah, I was.
That's incredible. Maybe I should do it too.
Yeah. It worked so well that now like it's almost not an issue at all.
And
After
if it
20
is, let me
years.
know. I have the best doctor for them.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
and the more I talk about it, the more I realize how many people had it. And I was like, oh my God, there's so many people dealing with these things. And it's so sad. Like I feel it. I feel you.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear them how powerful our mind is, and when we stress, you know, the trauma that it creates on our bodies and what it, you know, it's so powerful. My mum actually did hypnotherapy. She had a huge fear of flying.
Yeah.
After a while, and
I understand.
I was traveling. I was quite young when I started like my career, and I was overseas, and so my mum, of course, wanted to like make trips to come and see me, but she had a huge fear of flying, and like to the point where she had to have some type of drug to knock her out and just sleep because it was very, very scary. Then she decided I can't do this anymore and I have to travel quite a bit, and she did hypnotherapy twice, and she is absolutely fine.
I'm gonna need these numbers, guys.
Yeah.
Whoever you're talking
Yeah.
about, like, go do your digging. Please come back to me.
Maybe
with
that's
it.
how we fix, you know, any toxicity when it comes to dating is just go and get hypnotized.
Honestly, hypnotize me, please.
Just forget about it.
We're
all.
done with it. Yeah, I just want to forget.
You are getting very sleepy.
It's fine,
You only
honey.
like nice nerds. Yeah.
Please, please.
Yeah, no,
That's really cool that works. I've definitely wanted to try something like that.
What
Yeah.
about fasting? Have you ever done any fasting to improve your gut health? Yeah, I have too. Yeah.
So like in the beginning of when I was calling my doctor crying, like in the studio, I was just done. Finally, I found somebody, thank God. And he was like, okay, well, you're gonna have to go on like this fast for like 2 weeks. And I was only eating these shakes called elemental shake, and it's you don't have to digest it, it's already digestible or digested, so it just goes straight through you kind of, but it has every nutrient, everything you could need. So I did that for 2 weeks and I stuck to it, and I just it changed it already. You could tell the difference.
Yeah,
I think it's really good fasting. I think the more you eat, the more sick you get in general, whatever you're eating.
Yeah. No, I agree. I recently did an 84-hour water fast. Which
That's
sounds
hard.
That's hard.
I tried.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through the first day. I couldn't. There's
You
no
have to
way.
push. I'm actually going to do
How
another
did you
one
do that?
next week because I saw such a profound difference in my gut health.
It revamps everything.
Yeah.
It restarts everything.
And I didn't actually know if I believed that prior to doing the fast, but it's you got to be ready mentally to do it because shit gets real.
You don't
on
work out
day
and
2.
stuff, right? You're not doing anything super
no.
active. You're just.
I wouldn't recommend doing that. So day one was okay because, you know, I'd done a little bit of fasting before. So I was kind of used to the feeling of being hungry on a fast, but I'm talking a 24-hour fast, not 84, you know, a little different. So I finished dinner the night before, started the fast then. Day 1 was okay. Went to bed a bit hungry, but not the end of the world. Day 2 is fucking torture. Torture.
No food in the house. If there's food in the house, there's no way.
What do you mean? I was staying with my mother and she kept offering me food. And then she's like, oh, sorry, I forgot you're not eating. I'm like, go fuck yourself in the nicest way possible. I love you, but seriously. Yeah, so that was really hard. I mean, I remember going onto Instagram and looking at my algorithm, and it just seemed to me that the algorithm was just like, here's every cooking show ever made, you know? And I remember like going down a rabbit hole just going, this is what I'm going to eat when I've got
So you're torturing
access to
yourself.
food again.
How long was it? How many
amazing.
days is that?
3.5. So, so day 2 was that. Day 3, your body stops producing the hunger hormone. So day 3, I was good. Like I think I walked 12,000 steps that day.
Oh my God.
I didn't work out.
You had more energy?
Yeah, I went and did an infrared sauna. Wasn't super hungry.
That's good.
All
Infrared
good.
sauna.
I was aiming to get to 72 hours, but by the time I got to 72 hours, it was nighttime, and I kind of went, I may as well get the extra 12 hours of autophagy, which, you know, the cell regeneration, which is what fasting is really good for. And then I woke up the next morning and I cooked bone broth overnight from scratch.
Yes, perfect.
Woke up the next day and I could just smell the bone broth. I'm like, yes, it's time.
Ooh.
Went to the kitchen, broke the fast with bone broth. And then there's a whole process for breaking the fast, which I went through on Instagram. I'll go through it again. But yeah, the biggest thing I noticed was that my gut was like, I felt like I just started a new car. Like
the bone broth is
amazing.
good. That was a big part of mine as well in the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't have any gut pain for weeks. Like everything was good.
My question is
bloating, gas,
all gone.
all that.
But my question is, how many cleanses can you do during the year? I don't know if it's. I don't think it's like there should be like a safety
Honestly, I don't think
rule.
there's a. I feel like you could probably do it often.
I know the answer.
Really? What is it?
Yeah, I read novels on this shit before I did it. Don't worry. You can safely fast every month, but you have to fast according to your menstrual cycle if you're a woman. Men, they can fast any day they want, but women, you have
Yeah, right. They have menstruals.
You can fast between day 1 and day 10. So that's between the start of your period and day 10 of your cycle. I think there's another small window around day 16, 17. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to look it up. The time when you do not want to fast at all, and don't skip your breakfast, don't have coffee for breakfast, like actually eat 3 meals a day, is the week before your period.
Yeah, no.
Because it can actually put so much stress on your body that it raises your cortisol and you end up putting on weight.
Yeah, hormones all over the place.
I saw something, I don't know where it came up, TikTok probably. They're like, oh, we're literally normal for like 4 days out of the month.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, we just, the week before is a thing.
Yeah.
Right? The week during. And then after, I don't know. They were just like, oh, like 4 days out of the month, you guys are like normal. I'm like, that's crazy. So like men, just pay attention to that, okay? It just is what we go through.
Yeah, maybe men should be taught how to like
deal with
read
it,
women according to their cycle and, you know, adapt their behavior accordingly. I don't know. It's just an idea.
Yeah, I feel like during the month or like that 28, 32 day cycle, like there's different like quotas or emotions and feelings. Like one's like when you're feeling sexy and great, and then confident, and then you kind of like go down and you're like, I feel like crap, I'm emotional.
Yep.
They feel bloated and gross, and then your period comes and you're like, don't touch me. I'm like,
or you're
in
horny.
the worst.
It
Yeah,
depends.
yeah, it depends. That
Every
threshold.
girl's different.
Yeah.
Every girl is different.
Yeah.
Get with it. Get with the program, honey.
Oh my God.
And we sync periods. Like, we have superpowers, first of all.
Do you know the
Which I
reason for
believe.
that?
No, I no
Okay.
idea.
Again, I read a lot of books.
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, the reason for that is back in the caveman days, the cavemen used to have children with a lot of different women. So to make it easier, the women's periods were all synced so that they were all on the same cycle. Because the man would go off for a while and hunt, and he'd be gone for a while, and then all the women would be back in the caves, like raising the children.
Oh, so they could all have the kids at the same time, get pregnant, maybe. Like,
Yeah, so that's why women's
Community.
Yeah, women's cycle.
Men are just gonna take this and be like, see, cavemen had all these girls. Like, we're cutting that out.
Yeah.
We're counting out the caveman era.
Yeah.
Do you know
Oh
it's
my
actually?
God.
Do you know it's actually possible to sync your cycle to the moon though?
Yes. You can
So
sync your cycle to
weird.
the
Isn't
moon.
that cool? Like,
Don't
I
get
want to
me
do
in
it.
it.
I don't know how to do it. Aggie knows how to do it. One of our guests who's coming on this season.
Wow.
I must ask her.
Well, you think about how the moon just affects tides of water,
Right.
oceans,
It affects us.
and
the
we're
same
we're
theory.
like what 95% water.
Mhm.
Yes, yeah. It's,
So-
I know it's something to do with that. I just don't know what it is.
That's-
Yeah,
we need
we're
to
just
find out.
we're just doing a guessing game.
Well, let's see. Let us know.
But
I'm gonna
the-
watch the podcast and see what she says.
yeah,
Yeah.
but there's some facts to it.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, we were talking about this right before we started, about something, I guess inspiring, but something crazy that happened to you. Was it this year?
In last January.
Last January. Last
jail.
jail.
Jail January.
It
It's
sounds
like,
so positive.
am I the only
But
jail?
maybe it is.
Okay, so am I the only one that like wanted to know what jail was like?
No, we want to know what jail's
Right?
like.
Like, don't
Tell
you
us
like,
what
like if
jail-
I could like spend like an hour in jail, I'd like to know what it's like. I'd always wanted to, right? Until I got there.
What did you do to get yourself in jail to have this great jail
I wish it was a better thing, but it wasn't. It was literally like we were outside of Club 11 in Miami.
we love
I
11.
have a residency there, by the way.
Oh my God. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I need to go when you're there.
Yeah, yeah. Are you
I would
sure you
love
want to go back there?
And we could perform.
Okay, great.
Hopefully we could do something together.
Yes, I can twerk in the DJ booth.
I love
And
that.
Yeah.
So basically I was like out in the club. It was a whole thing, and it was like a jaywalking. Basically, I was trying to get an Uber, and the cops got mad because I already cussed someone out in the front of the Club 11 because they were being mean to my brother. I had my little brother over there.
Aw.
It was like a whole thing. So I was sticking up for him, whatever. And yes, I was tipsy too, and I was like, "Fuck all you guys."
I think anyone that's coming out of 11, you have to
Just-
understand that there's a lot
Right?
of tipsy.
Like, how dare
Generally
you?
coming out of there sober.
and I'm
Yeah.
over there trying to get an Uber in the
I would
street.
be
They're like, "Get out
concerned
the
if
street."
someone's coming out this sober.
Well, I have before. Hang on. I actually hacked
For
11
real.
so hard when I was playing there a lot. I used to get to Miami, go to bed, like even take a sleeping pill, go to bed, wake up. You know, I think my set time was
Like
like
3 in the
4
morning.
a.m. at that point or something. So go to bed at like 8, wake up. Order myself a breakfast sandwich and a coffee, make myself look gorgeous, turn up with my breakfast sandwich and my coffee. Everybody else is absolutely out of their fucking minds
Yeah.
in this club.
You're like
And I'm
zen.
like, good morning, Miami. Let's do this. And
love
yeah.
For anyone that's listening and watching, 11 is a very popular strip club
hybrid
Club that has, like,
dance
strippers
club, but with
in
strippers
Miami.
in
Yeah.
Miami, and it's been around for
Yeah.
years, and it's going it
It's
closes
so
at 12,
popular
12
still.
p.m.
What do you
I
mean
don't even know.
closes?
Does it close? Yeah,
No.
it closes. It closes eventually. The club across the street doesn't close. That's open all day.
Oh, Space?
Yeah.
I've never been to Space actually.
I've been to Space once on my birthday.
Really?
11 doesn't close either.
Died.
Maybe it does post-pandemic, but pre-pandemic, it never used to close. And that was the big thing when the pandemic hit. Everyone was like, what, 11 has to close?
What do we do now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well,
Club
that's
11.
the first time. 11. Wait, so
So basically we got in this thing and they attacked us and they're like, we're taking you to jail. And
Wait, for jaywalking you got arrested?
it was like, yeah, I was trying to get an Uber in the street and they told me, get out the street. I'm like, I'm getting an Uber. Like, leave me alone. I was literally like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I'm getting an Uber. I'm trying to get home. They're like, get out the street. And so I'm like walking to the sidewalk and they bum rush us. My heels fly off. I'm in like, it was my single release party, by the way, at Swan. And then we went to 11. And then outside of 11, this whole thing went down. So it was Bad Bitch, my song Bad Bitch, a rap record that I have.
Okay, awesome.
Whoa.
And so we go to jail 24 hours. And let me tell you, the two of the worst things were they patted me down in front of literally 75 male inmates. And I was like, hey, can you guys like do this somewhere else? No. I'm like, and I'm in this tight ass outfit, like and heels and like just whatever. And the guys are like, ooh, like saying the most vulgar things I can't even say.
Okay.
Cat howling.
Yeah, totally. And I'm like, whatever, like I'm used to this. Like,
so you asked to be pat down privately
somewhere else, yeah, and they said no.
But you were pat down by males?
A woman.
Okay.
The thing is it was kind of like it reminded me of like a school cafeteria. There were like 75 inmates all sitting down. The females were like in another room, but like you could see each other.
Okay.
It wasn't super separated. So, and yeah, the pat down area was like right in front of all the males. So I asked them, they were like, no. And then they went and changed me into the little outfit, which I didn't expect to be. I was like, oh my God, I got to put the outfit on and everything.
What
like we're
outfit?
staying in here. The little orange outfit of paper.
Orange outfit.
Orange outfit of paper.
You went to jail.
Dade County Jail. And then flip-flops. They took my brother as well, by the way. Was 19 or 20, and I was like freaking out. I'm like, this is not good. Like, but I had my eye on him. I was more worried about him, obviously, honestly.
What were you being charged with?
What is it?
Obstruction.
Obstruction of traffic. Traffic obstruction. Possible cars could be. There was like no cars there. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
I've definitely run out in the street outside 11 trying to get a car to get home before.
They were mad because they were mad because I cussed people out in the beginning. I mean, it is what it is. You know, they were like, oh, she's already. But they thought I was majorly drunk, probably, and
you can't arrest someone for that type of thing. I mean, clearly
it was bad.
But you shouldn't really be able to, like, for.
Nope.
You know,
and I got the footage back, by the way.
Okay.
And I was like, give me the footage. And I looked at it 2 days ago. I hadn't even looked at it since now.
Really?
They don't have the part where they arrested me. They have me like walking kind of back and forth and like walking from the club.
Where's
Obviously,
the body
I'm over here
camera
cussing
footage?
people out. And I was like, okay, but where's the footage where my shoes came off and they bum rushed us and like it was a situation. So I just asked them, I'm like, no, you need to get that footage. I want to see it.
No, they have to have body cameras on.
They did, but they didn't send me that part of the footage. They sent me everything else. Getting in the car, like, I'm like, but where's the good shit? Like, give me the good shit.
Wait, so were you actually charged or did they drop the charges?
I went to online court hearing thing and they dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah, they dropped everything. By the way, yeah, if you go to jail, like your apartment complex is gonna ask, like, have you ever gone to jail? I literally just had to recently deal with this. And I was like, wait, everything's dropped. Like, how do you guys even know? They're like, oh, we like did our research. I'm like, oh,
really?
So it's like up there no matter what. Yeah.
But if you weren't charged, doesn't it become expunged?
That's what I thought. So honestly, I need to go and see. I don't know what the deal is with that. I have no clue. But I thought everything was off, right? Which I thought is just completely off.
I guess when was your court case?
Maybe 6 months ago, which I think is about the time where it should cut. I think it said 6 months.
Lawyer Shanina to the rescue.
I see it crying scene and see a detective work. I'm like, it's
doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
so
right.
I go into jail. The worst part about it is that, and then the fact that it was freezing.
Oh,
freezing, you guys. Like, I thought I was gonna die freezing. I don't know why they freeze us so hard. I had to wrap toilet paper around my feet. That's how freezing I was. Like, I was getting creative.
You were being survival instincts.
Yes.
That's crazy when you're in situations like that, how your mind becomes so creative that you're like, okay, I need to wrap toilet paper around my feet.
Because I didn't have socks. They didn't give me socks. Anyway,
wow.
Or a sports bra. So anyway, so that was that. Then people started finding out who I was in there. You know, it gets real quickly. The people were like on their computer, like the correctional officers over there, Googling, searching, YouTubing my fucking videos.
Oh, wow.
They're like, oh my God. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm a singer. I was like, I actually was at my single release party for my song Bad Bitch. They're like, oh. So when they release us at 3 a.m. the next night, in the middle of the night, they release us at like 3 in the morning, which is crazy. Like back at the police department. My car is in the front of somewhere. I don't know where. I hear Bad Bitch playing.
No.
What do you mean?
I'm literally handcuffed in the back of this van. My brother's over here. And I hear Bad Bitch in the front seat playing. I was like, this is like the Bad Bitch moment for me. Like,
yeah. I guess it's
like,
a good thing.
I was like happy about it, but I was like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
It was epic, honestly.
Yeah.
Talk about art imitating reality.
Yeah.
Or reality imitating art. I don't know. Which
I was like, are they playing Bad Bitch? My brother was like, oh my God. I was like, they're playing Bad Bitch. And then I get out the car. They're like, that's a good song. I was like, oh my God, this is great.
Wow.
It was an experience, and it is what it is now. It was a good time.
You had a good time.
But you used the mugshot, you said, for like...
Oh, my mugshot was cute. I was like, oh, it's a good mugshot. Which I wasn't prepared for. They don't prepare you, honey. They do not prepare you. They were like, okay, like, you know you're going to take the picture, but they're like, boop. And then they were like, okay, turn. I was like, okay. And then I did the other way, and they're like, I was like, okay, now the forward one. They're like, no, we already did it. I was like,
Okay.
already
You're
did
like,
it?
no, I wanted to be on
I was not
hot
prepared for
mugshots.
But it was good. It was good.
Couldn't ask
So
for another one? You're
I
like,
put
just
the,
can you give me
hell
another
no.
one?
Yeah, I would be the one to ask.
Yeah.
No, I didn't ask. And I put it on a t-shirt and I sold it. I was like, fuck it, why not? Because bad bitch. It's just, it matched.
I loved that you like took the power back on that situation because I
Oh.
feel like
Definitely, always.
yeah, but your strength in that, because I feel like, you know, anyone that goes to jail, it will affect them mentally in some aspect. How did it affect
It
you
definitely
negatively?
affected me mentally, but more because my brother, he's half black as well. And so when we got arrested, I was freaking out because they like put him on the ground and stuff. And I was yelling like, this could go bad because he had a loud mouth. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, stop talking, don't say anything. But he kept going. So I knew it could have been bad. So that's where I freaked out the most for me. I didn't give a damn. I knew we were going to get out. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So that was kind of tough for me, yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, outside of Club 11, they were like, we're going to take you, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm going to fucking come back and perform. I don't give a shit. Watch next time.
Yeah.
Literally a month and a half later, I came back and performed with my friend Esther.
Wow.
And I was like,
I love that. And then you
I wish I could find
and,
the officer so bad. I just want to be like,
and then you performed.
and I performed.
Invite them to your show next time at 11.
I'm going to
Yeah.
find them on Instagram.
put them
I'm going to find them one day.
Hey.
Remember me?
put out a
Yeah, I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, I'm going to come perform here next month. Yeah. And it happened.
I
so.
love that you have so much like with those situations. Like I'm gonna take the power back on those situations.
I always do. I feel like
That's
I
good.
always, I don't know what it is in me, but there's something in me that like has to prove that like, fuck that. It's me. I'm going to take charge of the situation if I'm powerless.
So how do you feel about just going back to the OnlyFans conversation for a second? How do you feel about OnlyFans now that you know it's presented some challenges for you? Are you still active on the platform?
Very active on the platform.
So you think that's great? You're like, fuck you. You know.
I know what I've done. Like
Yeah.
I know what I do. I know what I've done. I don't feel bad about anything. And I'm happy that, like I said, I could pave the way for people to be more comfortable with things, just like twerkout. I like that. I'm more comfortable in that. Whether I get the recognition or not, I feel okay with myself. So I think that's where it brings me like, whatever, I'm going to keep doing it. And I've always had my own path. You know, I've really just had to because doors wouldn't open. So I'm like, I'm just going to do it myself. And I feel like that's been a lot of my career is me doing that.
That's awesome. You're
So
very
I pride myself in
determined.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Amazing.
that.
I'm happy that you guys like it.
Yeah.
We're fans.
Thank you. I love you guys.
Oh, I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
We love you. Now tell us what's next for your music career.
Oh, who knows? I want to go on tour. I have another album I want to release this year. I do a lot of different genres. So I want to release, I think, a rap album, EDM house, and my R&B project. So
Awesome.
that's really my goal this year. So I have a lot to focus on.
All my favorite music genres.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So stay tuned. It's almost done.
And maybe an all-female tour.
All female tour would be lit. I need to
Yeah.
find the right sponsor. It does cost a lot of money. So hopefully I can lock in a great sponsor that will be a part of that.
Yeah.
If you hear this.
Yeah.
And
Let me
it's
know.
like festival season coming up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I plan on doing some festivals with the house music. I found a great manager in that area.
Okay.
So, and he has a couple DJs. Hello, maybe I could introduce you.
Amazing.
He has some
Let's
DJs that
chat.
he manages, and they're all over the place, all over EDM or what is it? What's the festival? EDC.
Yes.
Just all the festivals. So I was like, okay, I want to get a part of this. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do.
And is EDC in Miami?
I don't know.
Vegas.
Oh,
Vegas.
Orlando.
Yeah, Vegas. It's in May. I think I might
There's
be.
one in Mexico. There's a lot.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap fully into it this year. It's gonna be music.
Amazing.
Just don't get arrested again.
I'm not. I am never going to get arrested again. I
No.
can guarantee that.
Yeah.
So you heard it first.
I do not.
Lexy's
You don't want to go.
guaranteeing
You don't want to go.
no
Don't do
arrest.
it. And yes, you heard it from her.
You don't wanna go.
Don't do it.
It's cold.
It's
The only reason why is it's freezing.
Yeah, no, it's not a great position to be
Other
in.
than that, honey, I was making friends with all the inmates. Everyone was cool. Like I had a great time. Like it wasn't that bad. We went in the cell and everything. They put me in the cell for like 5 hours. I fell
Wow.
asleep next to another girl, freezing in there too. I literally was in the same bunk as them because it was so cold. I was like, "Do you want to
wanna, like-
cuddle?"
What? You're
I
spooning.
was like, do you want to cuddle? She's like, absolutely.
Oh,
so me and her,
wow.
this girl was thicker, by the way. She was thicker than me. And I was like, honey, I was like, get in this bed. So we were cuddling, right? Or just like sleeping or whatever next to each other.
I love this.
Well, and this is how Orange is the New Black starts.
But
Yeah.
so like the police person comes by and she's looking and I could hear her in the other cell like checking or something. And she comes to us and she's like, where's the other girl at? And I'm halfway asleep already. And I'm like, fuck. I was like, am I gonna get in trouble? Like, I don't know. And she's like, get in your bed. You're not supposed to be in other people's beds. Either that or on the floor. I was like, I'm definitely not on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
So I get up on my little bunk bed. You know, I let the girl have the bottom bunk. And a couple hours later, we were out. Put my heels back on. Put my hat on. They told me to take my heels back off. I was like, I literally said, oh, I was trying to walk out of here a bad bitch. And the whole thing just started rolling. They were laughing their asses off. I was like, whatever. So they made me take my hat and my shoes back off. I still have my flip-flops.
I feel like
I kept them.
You kept souvenirs? Good on you.
I feel like you should remake your music video.
Yes.
That
This
scenario?
Yeah, you should do that.
It's amazing.
Because I do want to do a bad bitch remix
Yeah.
with
Do
an
it.
artist on it, a feature. Don't know who.
Yeah.
But I wanted to redo the video.
Redo
I think
it.
that's it.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think you should do that.
You're
I
welcome.
think that's your music video right there.
Holy shit. This is such a good idea.
Yeah.
Good job. I'll
That's
give y'all credit.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, I
Thank
love
You
that.
guys got to be on set. Maybe you could be the correctional officer.
Yes. Where do I sign? It's like it sounds like a dream
bad
for
bitch
me.
blonde crit. I would love that, honestly.
Get back in your
Get
bed, bitches.
I could fucking. Oh yeah, this is great.
I love that. That's actually a great idea. I think
Yeah.
that's your next video.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to
Amazing.
find the feature now.
Yeah.
I don't know who, but it needs to be a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody, yeah.
Cool.
Female
If you guys have any
empowerment.
ideas, let me know.
Who are your favorite female rappers?
Oh, female rappers. I wouldn't say I really have like too many female rappers that I like necessarily. I like my R&B girls.
Okay.
But rappers, like I like Tupac, like older.
I love
school
Tupac.
rappers.
Yeah.
Me too, but I am a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan.
I like Meg.
I think she's amazing.
I like Cardi B. I mean, they're all really good, honestly. I think the girls that are on
Ice
top, they're on
Spice,
top for a
Sexy
reason. They're really
Red.
good. Wait, why is there one that's not coming to my mind? And I'm like, I like this girl.
Cardi. There's a lot.
No,
There's
don't know
I feel like there's more and more. Like whenever I get on Rap
I like
Caviar on
Lotto.
Spotify
Lotto's
or
really
something, there's
cute.
always like new ones where I was like, oh, hey, you know, they're all amazing. And then Nicki,
Everyone has
of
their own
course.
thing.
Yeah.
Nikki tops them all. I mean, God, she's so talented.
She
in every,
murders it.
every type of way.
Yeah, she really is. I
Yeah.
agree.
Nikki's
Now I want
good.
to talk about touring for a second because I'm a touring artist.
Yeah.
So I know how grueling it is.
Yeah.
But I feel like your tour schedule might even be worse than mine. So how do you keep yourself healthy on tour?
Really tough.
Yeah.
Those elemental shakes do well for me because I
Okay.
can have my shake in the morning. Literally, it's like a meal replacement.
Yeah.
I'd have to do that. I
'cause
gotta
often
bring
it's
my
shit food.
supplements. You know, I
Yeah.
gotta have my little things. It's a process. I have my bag with me. It's not easy to find food because I'm not cooking my food. Usually, I need to cook my food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like if I'm Uber eating, I have to really dive into those ingredients, see what's going on.
Yeah.
You just really have to take the time in to be healthy. And yeah, it wasn't an easy process though. And I would get sick sometimes because I'd mess up. And then I'd have to go back and kind of redo it again. Like probiotics, they belong in the fridge, for instance. Not easy on tour.
No.
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not.
you're
That's
It's
not a problem.
complicated. So you either have these frozen things or you try to find fridges or you just don't take them.
What has happened before if you've been like sick while you're touring?
Okay, so I went to Mexico.
Yeah.
This was kind of in the beginning of when I just started like figuring out what to do. Got extremely sick. I thought I had COVID. I was hot sweats, night sweats, throwing up out of an Uber.
Oh, great.
It was like
gosh.
the worst. And I had just came back from a twerk convention. It was like one of the first twerk conventions I taught at. It's like it's a huge thing. It's really cool.
I love that a twerk convention is a thing.
Oh, it is
That's
a
awesome.
thing. Hundreds of girls,
Wow.
classes for like the whole weekend. Amazing, super fun.
Yeah.
But I got really sick and I think I ate something probably in Mexico that I wasn't supposed to eat, like an oil or maybe even the water. Who knows what it was? And I just had to get over it eventually. You know, I flew back early and I couldn't do it. It affects you, right?
Yeah.
People that
Yeah.
are touring, if you're not doing good, it's impossible.
For
Yeah.
me, it's like because I go sometimes I'll cross the country twice in one weekend.
Wow. Those
and
long flights. The airplane food is the airport and airplane food.
Terrible.
Terrible.
You can't even find spring water.
Yeah.
terrible.
It's bad.
It's really bad. But like the biggest thing for me is lack of sleep, obviously, because like I will usually go from the club to the plane. And then if I'm crossing the country, depending on which direction it is, sometimes I'll go from the plane to the shower to the club.
Can you sleep on the plane? I knock out automatically.
Yeah,
on the
now I
plane.
do.
Good.
Yeah.
You got to train yourself, right? You're like, go to sleep.
Yeah.
Now
sleep.
it's like autumn. It's probably the place I sleep the best, to be honest, because I'm just so used to it. Like I get on
Me
the plane
too.
and I look so terrifying on the plane. Like I'm not a cute flyer. If you ever see me on a flight, I'm usually dying of embarrassment because of what
Mouth
I'm wearing
open?
when I fly. Yeah, there's that. Like it's when you're sitting up in the seat, right? I'm gonna start taping my mouth on the plane actually because I mouth tape.
Oh gosh.
But
You
yeah,
what?
fuck it. At this point, I already look so crazy on a plane. I may as well do it.
Okay.
But like I get on the plane, I'm always wearing a hoodie.
Oh, you
always
mouth
wearing,
tape,
like-
you said?
Yeah, I mouth tape when I sleep.
Regularly.
It's amazing.
Wow. Okay. I've
Yeah.
wanted to know how that was.
It
Yeah.
will change your life.
I'm a grinder.
Yeah, I wear
Oh,
my nightgown
bad.
underneath it. It's really sexy.
Ooh,
Anyway,
okay.
so yeah, this is me on the plane. So I get on the plane. I'm wearing usually very large men's sweats and a hoodie.
course.
I'll walk in sometimes with my crusty makeup from the night before if I've been too lazy to wash it off. I get on there. I put my sleep mask on and like put the seat back as much as I can, and then usually like I knock out, and that's when the mouth drops open, and you just like, and you know when you see people on the plane and their heads are just
The
going,
worst.
Oh, I hate that.
That's me.
People think I'm dead when I sleep on the plane because I literally don't move. And I have a whole blanket covering me completely. So
Oh,
you can't
wow.
even like see me, touch me, or like anything.
I should do that. I should put up like the curtain.
I have
for
to
it.
always have like a thing
I
over
can't
my
breathe.
head.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't,
Yeah.
I the blanket
Works
over
for
me, like I
me.
cannot breathe at all.
Yeah.
the tape thing.
Yeah, the tape thing.
So it just makes you breathe out of your nose properly.
correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a recent thing, but
Scary in the
it's
beginning.
such- terrifying.
I'm like, I'm not gonna breathe. Like,
but it's not what you think it's going to
Okay.
be. Like I was really worried about that. I was like, God, if I tape my mouth shut, like does that mean I'm just going to stop breathing?
Right.
No, it means you're going to breathe through your nose. And you're going to breathe through your nose very clearly. And then when you wake up in the morning, you're going to feel refreshed because you've actually breathed through your nose all night rather than
Properly.
choked
Okay.
on your tongue.
I'd like to know. Send me the link of what kind of tape you use.
Just Amazon, type in mouth tape.
Okay.
That's it. There's lots
Yeah,
of different
try
shapes.
me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Good to know.
I've seen it.
Shanina's
I'm gonna try it. I'm
seen
gonna let you know.
Seen it a few times.
Oh my god.
It's so funny, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
great.
cute.
I'm not into it yet, so I'll let you guys know.
Well,
I'm
hang
gonna
on,
let you know.
Shanina, you're a biohacker
I'm
now.
a biohacker. I've learned.
What do you mean? What's that?
A
I'm like, what is
biohacker? Yeah. I don't even. Well, you know the right term of what a biohacker is.
Well, so Shanina and I were reading a biohacking book, and she was quite resistant to reading this biohacking book. It's written by another one of our guests who's coming onto the podcast.
Okay.
So we're reading.
I wasn't resistant. She just talks about biohacking all the time, and
I don't even know what
haven't
biohacking
been,
is. What is
like,
that?
Not interested as such to like what like.
Yeah, she's like,
it seems
"Shut
like a
up,
lot of work.
Georgia."
Yeah, a lot of work.
Sounds complicated.
Yeah, it sounds complicated, and I was like, too many things going on. It's another thing I have to dive into. I don't think I can do it.
You're a smart cookie.
The name does sound complicated, but what it actually
Biohacking.
means is just hacking your biology to work at its best.
Oh, okay.
So, like, literally, the things that you do with your diet.
the most
that's
important
biohacking. You're a
things that we
biohacker.
should be doing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that just
Makes
You
sense.
are a biohacker.
You're a biohacker.
I'm a biohacker now. Yes, I've
But I
learned a
used, to,
lot.
I used to
Yeah.
call Shanina a bioslacker.
Yeah.
But now she's a biohacker because she actually does.
I was rained.
Guys, this is
yesterday.
important. We should learn this in school. That's the problem. We do not learn these things on
Yes.
how to take care of our body, which is like the most important part of our existence of life. Like, no, they don't teach us this in school.
No.
So yes, I think that is very cool that you guys are into that.
Very crucial. It's
Yeah.
important. Like I think we're all going to travel as like time goes by, and it's like we're doing so much damage to our body in so many ways. But taking care of ourselves is like, and this is like you exert so much energy when
Health
you're
is
being an
wealth,
artist.
honey.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the biggest wealth you can have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good. Happy we agree on that.
Thank
Yes, we
you.
do. Lexy Panterra, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Y'all are amazing.
It's been so fun having you on here today. I feel like
Yeah.
we've covered so much ground, from your
We did.
from you revolutionizing fitness with twerking
Yes.
to your battle with Crohn's, to your music career, to OnlyFans, to everything. I mean, to jail.
To jail, all the way to jail and back. And
Yeah.
now we're
Jailing
in
'em out.
January. Haven't been to jail yet. It's a good year.
It is.
It's
You're
gonna
not-
be
you're
a
not going
great
back.
year. Never going back.
Yeah.
Never going
Good.
back.
No, thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
guys.
I'm gonna do some twerk classes with you though.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna be on your guys' asses
No,
about
yeah,
it.
please,
Okay.
please. Yeah.
Next time I come,
Yeah.
I'm moving back, so I'll be here more often. And you got to
Cool.
come back into town.
I'm here
Yeah.
all the time. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm coming in. You got me.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, guys.